I mean, in privilege, you know.
In some ways, maybe.
In some ways.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to see Spargo do his thing.
Man, Junebug, I was trying to be theatrical with it, you know, bring it all together. You're like, nah, man, this is not a spacey.
I mean, I was just gonna be shocked at what I was gonna be very impressed with what I was gonna see if this was the Fox Falco of this game, but sort of we have some zoning going on right now. Some patient play. Oh, that's the nairs that you were pointing out, PJ. Really good.
Game and Watch Nair.
Yeah, confirms it. I remember it being that good in Brawl too. Just it changed from the parachute to the, like, I guess, is it a bowl of fish?
Yeah,
now?
it's a fish bowl. Yeah.
In Brawl, and that move just is so good for Game & Watch's pressure and neutral.
In Melee, it's really good too, especially versus Puff. It's a massive killing move. You can combo off of throws. I hate that matchup in Melee.
Yeah, honestly, if Game & Watch is a functional character in Melee, he might beat Puff. It's just
Yeah, if you had a shield.
If he had a shield and L-cancelable moves, Puff would have had a very hard time.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
yeah.
you know my takes about Melee Jigglypuff. I'm a down player a little bit, but nonetheless, I mean, this matchup going about as even as I expected it to. Onin in a pretty, having a lot of resources for this next stock. Diamond already is online in a couple mines, I believe, so you're not, terrible here.
And I'm seeing what you're talking about. Like, both of these characters have such insane priority. I'm expecting the Steve moves to win because that's what I usually see, and Game & Watch is beating them. And vice versa sometimes.
You have some pretty insane, this up air is just a ridiculous move. It does so much damage. It's not a kill move, but you can set up some pretty insane juggles, and then they air dodge it, and then you just nair after, and it covers the entirety of the platform. Nair beats out so many moves just because it has insane priority, and it's a multi-hit. It combos into itself, and then combos into up airs. You have your uppy out of shield with invincibility. It's just like the most privileged. You just have everything in a wacky body, and then you have Steve who breaks the game. It's such an interesting matchup.
Oh yeah, Game & Watch also has the smash attacks that are like safe, right? Just the spammable smash attack. Yeah.
The Avatar state, coined by Maister. I mean, he'll literally just throw out a bunch of smash attacks, and it'll be very hard to punish. Fortunately, Steve has Minecart, which, with powered up when you have gold, it does punish it if you time it right, and then you can catch the Game & Watch in the minecart. But sometimes Maister will just double up smash the minecart and win.
That's so interesting that I remember in Melee, Game & Watch's moves just have very low, or his grounded normals have very low end lag, and they just kind of made that aspect of his kit central to every single game that he's in. It's just the wacky guy with moves that are super safe and spammable, and it's super interesting to see him function like that at the top level. He's just a goofy little guy.
Yeah, this is a very goofy matchup. There's actually a pretty funny phenomenon in Smash where a lot of people that have parents that watch the game, the parents don't know much about the game, but they all know that Game & Watch is messed up. Like, my dad used to text me, while he was watching me commentate locals and be like, man, who's this paper guy that's just beating everybody?
Oh, no!
Like, yeah, man. Oh, he didn't make it back there. The block actually blocked the up B there.
Damn.
That sucks. Well, Onin takes a game. That was very anticlimactic. We were talking a lot about the privileges, and then I talked about Steve breaking the game. That's a game-breaking thing right there. He missed up the park.
Everybody needs that. Come on.
You thought Puff back air was a wall, dude. He will just literally make it so you cannot grab the ledge.
What if we... Okay, so hear me out.
Uh-huh.
I know I'm not the expert of Ultimate, but I have seen some character regulating rule sets for Meta Knight. What if we ban blocking off the ledge?
It wouldn't do anything.
It's
I know we saw it there, but it's very niche, and a lot of the Steve, like Rockman, for example, a very prominent Steve player in SoCal and in America, has they're like, you know how it is where it's like, oh, there's always something you could do, which is true, but sometimes it's kind of unrealistic to expect people to, know like the precise angle where you can use your hitbox on your up B to also break the block. There, Meister tried to get tricky with it and kind of like feint that he was going to land on the platform, which Onin then did a down smash preemptively for and try to grab the ledge after, but he didn't have enough drift. But it wouldn't do anything. The biggest thing is just, I don't know. You couldn't ban one thing about Steve and make him. I mean, you would just have to be like, you can't build blocks. But then Steve would just not be very strong because he has like the worst jump in the game vertically. It takes a double jump to get to the platform, for example.
All right. Well, I tried. I also like the way Meister is using up B to just cut off angles. Oh my God! Here's a kill move. Wait, Fear's different.
Yes, it is different. It's no longer the credit card swipe. It is a 2-hit move. So it has an initial hitbox, which is very weak and loses out a lot. And if you allow it to linger for a while, it will actually make an explosion that's a kill move. You can do that off a platform and get true shield pressure into a grab.
Wow.
That's the I think Gimmer was the one that innovated that for a while. You can get 2 bombs out in one, jumping off a platform. You can get 2 bombs to get double pressure. It's very, very strong.
Dude, shoutouts to Gimmer. Just Game & Watch specialist in literally every game.
Yep.
Oh.
Back there, they didn't fully connect on the Electra from Steve, but you're in a pretty solid spot if you're Meister. I mean, this is very similar to what happened last game, but, we obviously saw Onin take that game, so.
Oh my God.
The kidnapping is so funny.
Yeah, kidnapping right after the triple up smash is also very funny to me.
Hey, privilege versus privilege is what it's all about in this matchup.
That's true.
You saw that there, the up B having invincibility through the back air.
This is a very aristocratic matchup, and yes, I did. These characters have not had to work hard a day in their life.
Yeah, man, like, I don't know, is Game & Watch canonically rich? I know nothing about Game & Watch's canon, but...
I also know that. And I think Minecraft Steve canonically had to grind from nothing.
Yeah, you get nothing.
You get nothing, and then you... But in Ultimate, you have everything.
Okay. That's the another minecart from Onin. A very important part of this matchup as a disruption tool to punish Meister when he decides to just throw out hitboxes. To just be able to also contest with your hitbox that is very strong and can catch, like literally take you away off stage is very, very important.
I'm noticing an interesting adaptation. Okay, maybe I was mistaken, but Onin started building 1 block instead of 2 because he was getting caught for building 2, and like he would do 1 block into minecart, and that timing mix-up would catch Meister a bunch, and he's blocked.
Not quite. The up B from Game & Watch having the hitbox at the end of it actually breaks the blocks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So not total like death mode, it's not over, but yeah, you were saying 1 block. So the thing about Steve's blocks is if you build 2 blocks high, if you break the bottom block, you could run through it and just get through it. It'll break the other one. So what you were pointing out was that Meister was consistently, rising back air to break the blocks and hit Onin for going for the second one. The minecart then builds the momentum behind it, and it like takes off when the block gets broken, and then he's able to punish for it.
Wow. Oh, no whiff punish there on the end lag of the recovery. Oh, what?
Oh, what a down smash call out. He still lives though. That's the weak hitbox. It sends out the death angle, as we call it, but you're still able to make it back because Steve has a ridiculous recovery. No iron though, wow. So no minecart for Onin. This is why you're relying on this uppie to get you back to the stage because you have no more iron, and Meister knows that, is able to really mash for it.
The juggles from Meister into the down air, zipping down there. Dive kick style move, just boosting Game & Watch to the bottom of the stage there. Gonna get the KO.
There's no Stalin falls in Melee, is there? Bowser.
Bowser down B, Kirby down B.
Yeah, Bowser down air does that.
No, Bowser down air doesn't do it in Melee.
Oh, is it just the down B?
It's just the multi-hit in Melee. It's not the fall down. Yeah, it's just.
Oh.
Yeah, so no aerials that act like dive kicks in Melee.
Huh.
But Falcon kicks, Wizard Foot,
Wizard Foot,
Kirby
yeah.
down B, Bowser down B. Yeah, no, that's super interesting. I think it might have started in Brawl, because Sonic, I know Sonic has down air that like is dive kick.
I think they gave Sheik the stall and fall in Brawl as well.
It's called the stall and fall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're called stall and fall because they kind of like wind up a bit and then fall down, like Bowser's down B. You know how he kind of like winds it up and then just completely falls down, stall and then fall.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes
Kirby will kind of like become the block and then slam down. It's not really like stall and fall. It's not really like that true anymore, but I think I thought that was the term that we used for it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Shout out to my friend Alex if that's the case, because Alex told me to say that, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just call them dive kicks because they're similar looking to dive kicks from traditional fighters, but yeah, I don't know what the Smash terminology might be. Speaking of Smash, and also what we were talking about earlier tonight, I just got a follow from Harry Potter and Hermione for MVS, which I'm assuming is multiverses.
Yeah.
So,
that's sick.
Yeah. Would you want to see Harry Potter and Hermione in multiverses?
Can I be honest?
Oh,
Like not at all. Not at all.
come on, Harry Potter could be like, he could cast Expelliarmus. He could cast Stupefy. He could cast Wingardium. No, Hermione.
You're just explaining Hero in Smash Ultimate.
Oh no! Yeah, no, that sounds awful.
we got one of those already, dude.
Yeah, no, Harry and Hermione would be menu-ass characters.
True.
Nonetheless,
though, Meister found a very early stock on Onin and is really reaping the benefits of it. And okay, footstool up B or footstool anvil out of shield being a very consistent punish on Game & Watches that will down air your shield. I don't think you can do that to Nair, but you definitely can on down air. And we saw a pink tech there. Do you know what a pink tech is, Junebug?
No.
So you know how in Melee you get hit into the wall and tech forever, over and over and over?
Yep.
In this game, if it has enough knockback, it will actually make it so that it is untechable.
Wow.
And it's called a pink tech. You can increase the amount of time or amount of percent you need to have, basically increasing like how long you can tech by holding down. In this game, holding down reduces your velocity, similar to, I think Melee does that as well, if I'm not mistaken. But you can do that to like avoid the pink tech. But in that spot, they footstool anvil out of shield. Meister got slammed into the wall, but still wasn't able to live it because of the pink tech.
Oh, nice tech by Onin there. 159. And, I mean, uh-oh. Okay, Game & Watch. Wait, that was so smart. Onin covered, like, the top lip of the block while also trying to cover, like, the low recovery. Cover the top with down smash and then the bottom with just the blocks. Steve's got some setups. I think.
Steve is crazy. I mean, you know how you can nil in Melee? You can nil using blocks in this game, so you can get like up tilt and then nil into up airs and literally usher them up and then end it with an up smash.
Oh yeah, I've seen those on Twitter. Brutal. Yeah, the anvil coming down, interesting. Oh, bucket reflects? Or why did wow.
Bucket is a reflecting. If it's an energy-based projectile like T-Jolt or Falco Laser, it'll store the bucket and then it's stored in the bucket, and then you can use it as a move after 3 absorbs. But in this matchup particularly, it will reflect Anvil and also reflect Minecart.
Yeah, I had no idea that he got a fully functional reflect. Uh-oh.
He needs it.
He needs it. Yeah, he needs everything. Up the out of shield needs that. I mean, it's no PM Game & Watch up the out of shield, that's for sure. That's eldritch horror of a move right there.
I'll tell you what else is Eldritch Horror. Potentially being down 2-1 to either Onin or Meister.
Yeah.
One of these two has to face the fate, and Also, thank you to everyone, Peck25, Hammer Fist, Stride Kaiser, Joey Fusion. We're at 400 daily subs. Much love to everyone there. Insane Coinbox. And one potential fair or back air away from this being pushed to our game 4. Extremely tense game here. Both players streaming their runs as well in the forward smash on the sword. Classic as always. Onin's going to find it to get the lead here.
Wow, I mean, that spacing was so good. Fading out the approach with the block, too. I mean, Onin's very solid at this game. Both of them are. But, yeah, playing well at a high-stakes situation, you gotta respect it.
Yep. Okay.
Looking at somebody sent a clip. This Maister, you know, although Onin took that game, Maister did kill Onin at in 15 seconds or something. Caught a high minecart with an up air, and that just took the stock on Kalos, which is something you don't really worry about because one, Game & Watch up air doesn't kill very often, and two, it's Kalos, which has a really high ceiling, but he was able to call it out there. And even with all that of a lead, literally up an entire stock, Onin was able to bring it back with just the win condition of slow it down, get diamond, and just output so much damage.
Now, if you're Meister, where do you counterpick Onin here?
Whew. Dude, I feel like I am not qualified to answer that question. I really do not know.
Tell me your expert Game & Watch opinions.
Somewhere with platforms, maybe like small battlefield or battlefields. You don't want a big stage.
That's kind of what I was thinking with my layman knowledge, just because of how good.
Let's go!
They're nice. All right.
We got there. Smaller stage because Onin definitely benefits from the size of the stage because minecart goes across the entire stage and then walls, it makes it very difficult for Meister to smother.
And the Nairs taking up a lot of the stage, just comboing in themselves and then setting up for the up air juggles. We saw it just clean up so much damage at the beginning of the stock, and he still hasn't gotten hit. Oh man.
Thank you, Cake Punching, for the sub. It's going to be a matter of how well of a house can Onin build when he needs to mitigate Meister's approaches. And we saw a little 5-piece there walking the dog a bit.
More movement from Meister. The dirt blocks do break in one move, so Onin looking to get rid of them quite quickly here because they don't provide much utility as a wall, just, as nils and whatnot. Ooh, went for the TNT there. Interesting. Oh, it worked.
Now, I'm also noticing, I feel like Onin has not fallen for any of the just raw smash attacks that Meister has been throwing out. The Meister has been getting creative to get his kills, and I wonder if he's gonna do more aggressive stuff to try and capitalize on that.
My dog always making an appearance in the Coinbox commentary. My dog loves Game & Watch. I've talked to him a lot about that. He always barks when Game & Watch on screen. I don't know why. But nonetheless, with a diamond in hand now, Onin in a very confident position. As I say that, and F Smash just closes out the stock. And we're 2 stocks to 1. Onin, 1 more stock for moving on to the bracket. Meister, you got to really lock in here if you want to force this game 5. It's going to be real tough, though, because right now each diamond hit is doing close to 20% each. It's so difficult. And Game & Watch, as much as they have the ability to survive because they have one of the best disadvantage states, they are a very light character.
Oh! Finally getting one of those smash attacks.
Oh. That was crazy. I can't believe the up B beat it out there. Yeah, that was so smart from Meister to follow low. And okay, here we go, Onin. Oh, baits the air dodge with the magma block and takes it with an up smash. Onin moves on into losers finals versus Shiny Mark. Wow.